I want to welcome all the new people here. And my name is Mark Earlix, and I am a healer by the grace of God. This is all that I do in my life. Up until a couple years ago, I did nothing but travel all over the country and work with this stuff. And now I'm just going to Phoenix once a month. And then probably in a few months, I'm going to start traveling around again and teaching and working with people. So I work with what I refer to as light. Light is my gift, my goal, and my tool. It's all that I know how to function with. And being that, it's what I refer to as allowing God to do it. And whatever we want to call God, you can call it he, it, she, you can call it consciousness, universal consciousness, whatever. It doesn't care. You call it the nameless one. It doesn't care. We're the ones who put identifications to things. And so in any case, most people tell me that something in their life has changed, and that's all that matters to me. I love working with this stuff, and I love teaching it. And I even have a class coming up. Let me get my list here, matter of fact. I even have a class coming up in a couple weeks on the art of healing. Oh, excuse me, the Awaken the Healer Within. And it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, an hour and a half a day. And let me see, it's from February 4th through the 4th, 5th, 6th, and
no,
I'm sorry.
February 22nd. 02/22/2022. That's easy to remember.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
At
so,
the 4th and the 5th and the 6th, you're down in Phoenix.
yes, I'm in Phoenix on the 4th. It's a Friday. I'm doing a healing circle. The 5th and 6th, I'm doing appointments, and Monday the 7th, I'm coming home. But Awaken the Healer Within is definitely on the 22nd through the 25th. And that is a Tuesday, though, isn't it?
That's correct, because Monday's a holiday.
Okay. All right, great. And you can find the class online if you're interested in registering, or you can go on the website and at markearlix.com. And it's an awesome class. And I don't care how many times people have told me they've taken my class, maybe say a beginning class, 20 times, and they're all different. They're all unique, and they're all constantly in progression and growing. And regardless of what class it is. And so if someone does take it, enjoy it.
This one's extra special, though.
How so?
It's based on your number one best-selling book.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And so we're going to be really getting into a lot of this stuff of working with healing, what I do, and how easily people can do it as well. It's too simple. And it's just, you'll find out how easy it is to allow God to do it, or whatever you want to call it. And so you'll find that you're able to tap into this very easily. There'll be exercises every day, and there'll be discussion. As short as the time is each day, only for an hour and a half. We don't take breaks. I used to, but there's just too much to say, and too much to do. And you'll see that you can relate to this. You can identify with it. And if you can't, I'll help you to. That's what the class is for. And it's for touch and non-touch. And it's working with others, and it's working with yourself as well. And so it's just to be enjoyed totally. And it gets intense sometimes, a little esoterica, but it's mostly in a very simple language. And that relates everything. So please do participate in that if you have an opportunity. I do see people by appointment here. I have an office, and also on Zoom, on Skype, and on FaceTime and telephone. So if anyone's interested, all the appointments are just as effective. It doesn't have to be necessarily in person. Sometimes it is necessary, and then but for most things, it's basically fine if it's on Zoom or FaceTime or telephone or Skype. And let's see, on the, what is it, the 16th of February that we have the gathering. And that's online as well. And that's where I answer questions. Also, please, if you feel it from your heart, give something, donate something, and or gift something. And it's on the website that you can. I don't care if it's a penny, or I don't know if PayPal will accept a penny, but I don't care what it is. Just give from your heart, though, if you have the opportunity to. It's reciprocal, believe me. It's reciprocal in every way, and the Spirit loves it. The Spirit is the activity, and you'll see it in your life. I'm really adamant about that. Other than that, I'm going to Phoenix, you already know that, and Scottsdale area. And every week we have this healing circle. It's open to everyone, and same with the gathering. And that's once a month. And so there is a healing circle unless otherwise announced. And all right, any questions I could try to answer before we start about anything, please? Anything? Anyone have any questions I can try to? Harry, you got a question?
Not at this time.
All right. Irene, you got anything there?
No, I'm good.
All right, and Penny, you're good? All right. And or Cassandra, Melinda, Carolyn, Phyllis, Kathleen, anyone, please.
I could ask a question.
Go ahead, please.
But it may not be. You see, I was recently given from Spirit a gift of a healing modality for trauma. And I have practiced it on a few volunteers, and it has worked quite well. Now I'm wondering why I can't heal myself.
Put your, can you let me see your whole face?
Oh, I have to move my camera, and it might click off if I move it, but I'll try.
Oh, well, all right.
Let me see. Yeah, there we go. I have to.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, we're still on.
All righty. Now, why you can't, 99.9% of healers cannot heal themselves with a specific modality, or even if it's the greatest gift of God, even if it's a revelation to be revealed from within, as you're describing. And that's because they're taking themselves out of the objectivity.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they're taking it personal. And they're not, what I do, what I've learned to do for myself, if I'm in really dire straits, is I separate myself like I'm working on another person. And that helps me to be objectively observant versus reactive, and either physiologically, biologically, neurologically, or emotionally or mentally. It takes me out of the ball game. It takes my personalization or ideation out of it all.
Okay.
My understandings, everything.
Yeah.
And if I can be objectively observant, then it's no different than working with another person.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Now, oh, my pleasure. Now, there's other times, though, say if I'm dying from a sickness, or if or an injury or something like that, I try to get in front of a little altar and I say, "Oh God, kill me, take my life," and then something will happen, and I'm saying, here I am supposed to be this great healer, and I can't even work on myself. Then, in my perspective and identification, angelics come in, and I'm out of the way, and because I've emptied myself.
Mhm.
Right.
Does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
No,
Cool.
I'm experienced with, trying to heal yourself when you are going through something that's very traumatic or stressful. I was just told I had a heart attack last week and was kind of shocked by that. And we don't know how bad it was yet. I got more tests coming up. So trying to work on myself and not worry about it at the same time. Not so
Yes.
good. So I'm just relaxing and trying just to. And I saw this. I'm like, well, I'm going to tune in tonight. So
I appreciate it, Scott. I truly appreciate it. I'd like to work, if you don't mind. Well, first of all, you guys, does that answer the question pretty much?
Yeah,
And that applies to 99.9% of the healers. And most people will give up out of those 99%, or they'll think, oh, it just worked at one time and now they got a story to tell. And they won't pursue it anymore, or they'll just do it haphazardly from then on. And I teach these things in the workshops as well, in all different ways. But that's the cause, in my perspective, of why most people that have an ability to work with healing cannot work with themselves. So, all right. So, Scott, what I'd like to do is I'm going to use what I refer to as imagination, which means to image in action. It's not pretend and it's not fantasy, it's imagination, to image in action. And I'm going to imagine my hands on your heart. And I want you to tell me, I know you won't be able to, but if you could, what would it feel like as it begins to happen? Get out of your logical mind, and you're already sensing stuff. Tell me what you're sensing.
Feels like a warmth and like maybe some movement.
Don't try to figure it out or analyze it or critique it or think about it or anything else. Just go along with that
Okay.
and wonder without coming up with any answers. Be candid with me. Did you sense like a flow?
Yeah. Like maybe like a little opening.
Yes. It's life force.
Yeah. Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. My pleasure. By God.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Donna Bonner.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. How you feeling, hon?
Still the bladder. I start pelvic floor therapy next week.
Yay. God bless you. That's awesome.
Do you ever get any impression about what's causing it? I don't know if it's because I'm taking too much medication and I don't like to be taking as much as I am, or if it's I just wonder if it's a side effect from something else.
You already got the sense that you don't like taking it, and that's for a reason. It's not going to hurt you, but it also weakens. It's almost like the integrity of the musculature,
Okay.
if that makes sense. It's just
Okay.
my opinion. I know nothing medically.
No, that's fine. I value your opinion.
All right. And so, but it's not going to hurt you. And, so take it from there. But you're correct in some sense.
You know what? I'm in a nursing home right now and I'm getting ready. They're helping me get an apartment outside of here. And
Cool.
once I'm outside, I want an integrative doctor that will support me in like reducing the medication I'm on.
Let me ask a blessing on you.
Okay, thank you.
You're awesome. You're going to have a great time outside of the nursing home.
Well, it's funny. I'm on disability and the check never seemed like it covered enough, but they take everything except $30 here. So after going with $30 a month, the check seems so much more substantial now. Thank you, Mark.
All right. Thank you. Blessings, my friend. Kathleen, hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good to see you here.
Yes.
Talk to me. Tell me one thing that I could possibly work with. And now, everyone, I won't work with the emotional here. I work with the emotional and the physical through the appointments. I don't want to spew everything out in front of everyone. So, all right, go ahead, Kathleen. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I sure would appreciate if we could get help for my right sinus. I've been going through years of can't breathe at night when I lay down on my right side, and it's getting worse, not better.
Okay. How is it affecting you, hon?
I can't sleep because I can't breathe.
Okay. All righty. Let me work with you a little bit, and I just want you to sit back and enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do. Do you remember when you may or may not remember this? It was just a perception that I had, where you hit your head and it went into like a temple.
I was in a car wreck and I got hit on the right side. And I did the out of body died thing.
Hello?
Yes. And but when you got hit on the right side, it was almost like a dull place going into the temple area.
Uh-huh.
And that, in my perception, I'm not a prophet or anything like that. I'm not a psychic, but my perception and what I'm shown is that you, I mean, it shifted like the plates a tiny bit, like a millimeter, centimeter, give or take, more or less. And that's what the memory in your body was still retaining.
Makes sense.
So what I'm going to do, you tell me if you sense something funny happening in your skull, okay, hon?
Okay.
And close your eyes and just relax a little bit here. Let's see what God can do here. There, you feel a little pressure?
I do.
Yeah, that's the shifting from the shock trauma to something else. And there was a little bit of a shift. Ooh, there we go. You feel that?
I do.
What does that feel like to you? Just curious.
Like I have a hat on that's real tight.
I understand. Did something just happen?
Well, I feel pressure on that temple.
That was the causal area. It was like a blunt hit or something blunt there, and it hit
Uh-huh.
whatever it was that your head hit into. That was my just perception. So I'm going to see if we can keep your eyes open there and tell me if you sense something happening there.
I feel something happening in my eyes.
Is it like a release? Not to talk you into it.
No, I don't feel release. It actually got blurry.
Okay, let's see what happens. Close your eyes and move around a little bit and tell me if you notice any difference in the way that you might feel in your skull, in your sight.
I can't pinpoint anything right now.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see in a little while.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, turn on your mic there, Phyllis. There you go.
Thank you. So I wasn't sure what kinds of questions you were taking, and if these are physical, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm not sure what kinds of questions you were taking. So if these are physical, I'm curious about my shoulders, right hip, and knees. I don't know if I'm just carrying a lot of weight personally, or
All right. Tell me the one that is the most uncomfortable for you between the
My-
shoulder, right hip, and knee.
my left shoulder started doing, it was like excruciating pain. I've been taking ibuprofen, which I do not like, but it is helpful. But it's that right shoulder. I'm sorry, left shoulder. My left
shoulder.
shoulder.
All right. So tell me something. How many milligrams of ibuprofen are you taking?
I'm taking 400 milligrams, 2 pills, 3 times a day.
That's going to create, in my perspective, I know nothing medically. My perspective is going to create. Also, you're already starting to get abdominal discomforts, if I'm correct.
If I take any more of it, I do. My body doesn't like drugs.
Well, that's regardless. What I'm suggesting, though, is that I know that because it's creating also, in my perspective, I'm not a doctor, in my perspective, is creating micro ulcerations.
In my stomach?
Yes.
Oh, so the gut. Okay. So, okay.
All right. I'm just, giving you, So, what I want to do, what are you taking it for most? Your shoulder?
Yes.
Okay. Just sit back and relax for a moment. This won't take long.
Thank you.
And this may affect you right away or incrementally.
Okay.
Now, what I'd like you to do is lift your shoulder like this, your left shoulder. And tell me if you notice any difference in it. Be candid with me if it's worse, better, the same. Move it around. Don't think about it.
I haven't been moving it that much because it hurt so much. So it's hard. I don't know about worse, better, the same. It doesn't seem worse.
Okay. All righty. And one more thing I want you to do. What I'd like you to do is take 2 fingers and push in here.
Okay.
2 fingers. And hold it. Don't palpate it or move it around or rub it or anything else. Just hold it. Can you feel the discomfort?
Yes.
Hold it there. Tell me when the discomfort breaks. Right there. You feel a flow all the way through your hand now? All right, let your fingers up. Move your shoulder around. Tell me if you notice the difference.
I think so. Yeah, the front and the back doesn't feel as strange as it did when I moved it just a little bit ago.
Okay, let's see what more happens from that.
Should I continue to do that at all as like a massage thing?
Yeah, but you're not massaging. Because if you massage, you're not doing what I just said.
Okay, so as an energy release? Or
What it
whatever.
is, you're breaking a consciousness there. And my hands were on top of your fingers.
Okay,
But now you can very easily just put your fingers there and you'll see, if you hold it for maybe about 10, 15 seconds the most, there'll be, when it does accumulate into a discomfort, if you keep it there, it'll break.
it'll help through the release.
It'll break.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure. But you won't have to do it several times a day.
No? Okay,
You won't have to do it several times a day.
that would be wonderful.
All right, dear.
Thank you.
Watch. All right. Irene, my dear friend. Hey.
Well, I could use a little healing light. I was somewhere today and I just randomly asked the practitioner to take my blood pressure and it was through the roof. Okay. You're laughing.
Stay away from those practitioners.
Yes, I said.
They love trauma.
Lots of trauma.
All right. Whenever you're feeling the anxiety or the worry or fear or have thoughts of those things, either way, thoughts or feeling, try to catch yourself as an exercise. Try to catch yourself and breathe in through your nose and bring it down into the lowest part of your belly.
Okay,
And then breathe out through your mouth.
okay,
Then you'll see that every time you breathe in, it'll go deeper into your belly.
okay.
That'll break the whole consciousness of that.
Wow.
It's really simple. Yeah. But when you're breathing, do it in slow motion.
When I'm breathing in?
Yes. And breathing out.
Oh, okay. You mean just do it slow?
Yeah.
Slow as I can. All right, I'll try that. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, Harry, my dear friend.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, tell me something.
Well, I need help getting control of my diabetes and my blood sugars and weight loss and all that kind of stuff. So I need some help with that.
What's you mean with a particular food?
I just binge too much. It's because I like to eat.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Almond M&Ms and coffee. That's the only diet there really is. But, all right. All right. Yeah, it's really important to get control to some degree.
Yes.
All right. And, you know, because if we go, or say if you go or I go or anyone else, who are we going to take care of then? We're not going to be able to.
Right.
And that's your thing. So it's really important for you. And it's to keep that importance in mind as well. So it's better than two people being sick, or excuse me, it's better than one person. It's better than two people being sick is what I want to relate.
Right.
And otherwise you're not going to be able to do anything.
Right.
And so you got to make up your mind, Harry. You got to make up your mind. But let me ask a blessing, see if we can help make this easier for
Thank
you.
you.
See, also another dynamic is catching yourself in sadness and where that sadness might lie.
Mm.
Try to wonder about that or contemplate that. Because yeah, very pretty important, Harry.
Thank you.
And catch yourself and realize it's a trap to be in that sadness. Once we find it, what we're really sad about, oh, am I really sad? It's like questions like that, and wonder about where I am sad. Then you'll see the effects of that, like with the eating and you know, being outrageous in our habits, they kind of go away.
Mhm. Well,
Wonder about it. That's all.
It's an interesting perspective. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, just wonder when you can, you know.
Thank you.
My honor, my total honor. And
Okay.
what's that? What were you going to say, Harry?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. All righty. All that relates to with the sadness is, well, what do we expect? Diabetes is sweets of the spirit or sweets of the earth. What do we choose?
Thank you.
All right. All right, good. Carolyn, hey, my dear friend. Tell me something, please. Anything you'd like me to work with? Turn on your, there you go.
Right. Blood pressure, high blood pressure.
Oh boy. Okay.
Another one. Yeah, sorry.
Sometimes it's all necks, and you know, and sometimes it's all knees or shoulders or elbows. Have you been worried about your heart?
About my heart, not really.
Okay, good, good.
Well, this is very long term. This has gone on for years and years.
Yeah,
And
but
I
you,
don't take medication for it. I won't.
right, but you've had concern about your heart, if I'm correct. And you haven't? Okay, fine.
No, I haven't. I can't say I have really.
Oh, don't worry about it then.
Mhm.
All right, good. Tell me if you feel something happening, hon.
Well, I do feel something energetic happening around, all around my head and my shoulders and my chest and in my arms.
And all that's coming from the chest out.
Mhm.
It's like a life force that's flowing through you. Okay. I'd love for you to keep me updated.
Thank you.
All righty. Cassandra, my dear.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Okay. Before I ask you to work, I'm here for a friend tonight, but I wanted to give you an update on what happened after our session with you with Sierra.
Please.
Yes. So the next morning that we saw you, she woke up and she started projectile vomiting. She's never really done that before, but I mean, for probably 45 minutes, and then it just cleaned her whole system out. And then after that, she's been so much better. I mean, it was just like a purge of energy that just totally cleansed her.
That is so awesome. I'm sorry about that. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see those things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I didn't either, but
I'm a wimp. But and how long had she been not well?
you know, it's been off and on. You know, she's the one with autism.
Yes.
Yeah, so it had just been kind of off and on. So, but yeah, she's doing so much better. And it's funny because she's in another room, and either because she can hear you or she senses you, she's in there giggling. It just now, she just did. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
she feels you.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yes. Yeah.
What a dear. All right. Let me work with her really quick.
Okay.
And what about you?
I'm actually doing fine. My heel hurts a little bit, but I came on tonight for my friend Penny Larson, who's having some excruciating lower back pain in her sacral region.
Okay. Okay. What is sacral?
That low part,
Okay, got it. Got it. Got it.
that low part. Yeah.
That's how medically oriented I am. I know where the arms are. You know. Also, I want to mention, it's just my own perceptions again, you know. Uh, and I've never seen her, obviously, but she might want to drink a lot more water for the kidney areas,
Okay.
and she might be having maybe a little difficulty in that. So,
Okay.
and that's also affecting the muscles from the kidney area into there, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. And she did just recently lose her mother. So I'm assuming part of it is associated with her grief as well, that she's not really come to front with.
I don't know. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
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 All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Very important for her to take care of herself,
Yeah.
because she's not.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. And blessings to you. Blessings.
They're still giggling at you.
I love it.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Hey, Paul, how you doing, my dear friend?
Hey, Mark. Sorry for jumping on late.
Oh,
To
that's fine.
run out to the store. We're having a snowstorm coming.
Yeah, here
tonight.
too. Here too. We got,
Yeah.
we're expecting 8 to 10 inches, they said,
Yeah. Oh, where are you at?
in Boulder
Oh,
area.
okay. All right.
Yeah. Surprise. And then in a couple days, it's going to be back in the 50s and 60s and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And yesterday it was 50 something, 55, I think. So,
Yeah. It was like, it's supposed to be really heavy stuff. It was like 40 today, but it's been like in the single digits and below zero here lately in Chicago.
yeah, here we're getting 5 below 7. I was 7 below 0, 5 below 7. You know,
It's the new math.
there you go. All right. Someone was asking today one of your appointments, and I was mentioning just 3 of them, and I was saying, well, one's at 1 in the afternoon. The third one is at 6:30 tonight for the circle, and there was another one that's at 4. So 1, 6:30, and 4. And so they laughed and they said, "Why don't you put it in an order?" You know, something. And then there were 2 other appointments I didn't tell them about. There's or 3, but
That's what you have Lynn for, isn't it?
no,
She
she
take
doesn't
care of
want to
you.
play with me, you know. And she'll kill me. She's in Canada in some log cabin, is taking care of a cow that she keeps in the cabin there. And, you know,
I know what that's like.
yeah.
We used to live on a farm, and my wife and daughters always would bring in animals. We had goats in our kitchen and a pen.
Oh my God.
Like that.
Anything I can work with you with, my friend.
Yeah, you know what? A couple weeks, a couple weeks ago, I was on kind of at the end of COVID, and was doing okay. And then last week, boy, as the week went on, I just felt sicker and sicker, and I decided I had some vacation time, so I took off and I went to see one of my alternative practitioners. He's a
Okay.
chiropractor and he does kinesiology and has helped with. I've dealt with Lyme disease for quite a while and kind
Okay.
of helped me get back on track. But he found one of the supplements I was taking, this Chaga Mushroom. I had switched. I found some at a farmer's market. It was organic, but he said, "Oh, no, says your body's looking at this as a toxin."
Right. It was poison to you.
Yeah, and so I
Okay.
slept a little bit better last night, but I'm just trying to get my sleep and just
I see it.
release this from my body.
All right. You're still going to go through a little cleansing tonight, and the majority will be taken care of.
Okay. Thank you.
You'll see. You'll see.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Madeline, my dear friend, talk to me. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with, hon? Madeline, you there? All right. Penny, are you there? Penny. Penny. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying, Mark.
You got it.
Lynn's been trying to help me, and Joe, who's a techie, can't figure it out. It says they can't detect my microphone.
I sure hear you.
Yeah. So anyway, I was just getting ready to reboot and come back in, but because I wanted to show you where I'm hurting, but I can tell you, I fell and hurt my right rib cage.
Oh.
Yeah, not fun. Not
I'm
fun.
sorry you did that. That happened.
I slipped on a rug that I never should have been keeping. But anyway.
All right.
Hindsight's fabulous.
I'm sorry?
Hindsight is fabulous.
I hear you.
And so it's kind of toward the, where is it? Ooh, it's right on the shoulder blade, the thing where the shoulder blade sticks out.
All right.
And below that a little bit. But anyway, you'd probably find it better than me.
Sometimes. Breathe slowly and gently. You're going to feel it build up and some discomfort in there. Real slow and gentle breath. Now, can you put the palm of your hand on that that specific area?
Oh, well, I can get my fingers on it.
Okay,
not
good.
My palm.
That's fine. And just
Okay.
rest your fingers on it.
Okay. And keep breathing slowly.
Yeah, real slow.
Okay.
Tell me when you feel the heat go through, hon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that helps me take a big breath.
Now take your hand away, and do you notice a difference in your breath?
Totally. Yes.
Okay, now hold still for just a moment.
Okay.
Did something just happen?
I can hardly hear you.
Did something just happen? Can anyone hear me?
I can't hear you.
I can hear you, but it's lower.
Yeah, my battery's going dead.
Oh,
Okay. But,
okay.
all right. All right, Penny, let that take you through until it's healed.
Okay, great, Mark. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Madeline, are you there?
Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Kathleen. Madeline was my friend,
Oh,
and she's not real good with the computer, so I think she got disconnected.
okay,
I
that's
know
fine.
I know what she needed. Could I tell you for her?
Of course. But
Okay,
you got to
she
make
has
it quick though, because my battery's going to die soon and it's almost time.
okay, macular degeneration, eyesight.
I understand. My perception is that it's not going to be as disturbing to her emotionally, mentally, and physically, but she'll still have it.
I see.
And but as she comes to peace with it, it'll be less reactive with her, if
Okay,
that makes sense.
all right.
Uh, that's all I can say. That's all I know.
Okay,
I'm so sorry. And
Thank-
I'm sorry that she has it, but something's happened in her psyche that is going to help her emotionally and mentally and physically to whatever degree, I don't know.
all right. Thank you.
And what about you, hon?
Well, I will know more when I try to sleep tonight.
Okay, good. Oh, that's fine. There's someone named Sibel wants a blessing. And also Allie couldn't make it because of time difference and her cat Ricky. She sent a detailed email to me and asked a blessing for her. Sometimes when I work with animals, what happens is um, uh, there'll be like a reprieve for them for the owners to be able to adapt to a potential passing of the animal, and it'll give time for the owner of that. Other times there's a quickened passing, and other times the animal is healed. I don't know. And so I'm hoping this will uh, be quick in healing or whatever, and I pray that it's true. Or time for Allie to have with her pet to be satisfied in life. So, all right. Anyone that I didn't work with, please. Was there anyone here? Anyone? How you doing, Phyllis? Turn on your mic on.
Thank you. I'm checking in on this and it's not bothering me as I sit. So I'm thinking, okay, well, we'll see, and I'll do the fingers.
Yeah, we'll see.
And thank you so much. I have to go.
Okay, good.
So
I understand.
thank you, and blessings to you and everyone else.
Yes,
This was
you
lovely.
too. Thank you so much. Please, anyone else have anything that, how you doing, Irene?
I'm certain that it will work, what you told me.
Awesome. Awesome. Enjoy it, that exercise, please.
Thank you.
Carolyn, you doing good, hon? You rock.
Thank you, Mark.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Harry, how you doing? Okay.
I'm doing fine. I've got a lot to think about on this sadness part of this thing.
Sweets of the spirit, or you know, sweets of the earth in the way we perceive things, about ourselves.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody else, for hearing my concern.
All right. And please, next week as well, please. And Scott, you're doing good?
Yeah, thank you very much. I enjoyed it, and blessings to everyone. And thank you for doing this.
My pleasure. Please don't forget to go to the website and do the gifting if it's within your heart. Spirit does love to give and give back. And it loves it. And Cassandra, blessings to you and your daughter, your lovely, lovely daughter. And Donna and Penny and Madeline, everyone. And Paul, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Have
Thank
fun,
you, Mark.
everyone. Enjoy
Mark?
your life.
Bye-bye.
Yes,
One quick question. You have a book out there called Awaken the Healer Within. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. I just found it the other day. I love to read, so I thought that would be interesting.
If you can, get the audiobook from Nightingale Conan.
I got it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thumbs up.
Me too.
Awesome.
Yep. It's good.
And me.
It's a lot more information than the book.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Mark.
Bye.